Guys, how y'all doing? What's up? Welcome to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth. Okay, so let me just get right into it. Okay, when I woke up this morning, when I woke up this morning, I felt like I was relieved. Like things, you know how like they say the sky is open, like the clouds was pulling back and the sun was just blooming from the clouds pulling back. But yeah, and that's how I was feeling this morning, y'all. Um and the reason why I'm sharing that with you guys is because, man, it's so awesome to be here during these times, during this time. You know what I'm saying? Wow, the world is being restored and regenerated, and you know what I'm saying? Things are absolutely changing within us. You know what I'm saying? Around us, and to be here and witness it and see things as supernatural and see the synchronicities, and you know what I'm saying, get the messages from the divine, and you know it's the divine, whether if it's a message coming from a clock with numbers, or whether if it's you scrolling on your phone and it's something that you needed to hear to trigger something inside of you to keep you going. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a motherfucking sign on the side of the freeway that speak to you, you know that it's deeper than surface level things, right? And so I'm just, as we all should be, grateful. You know what I'm saying? Grateful, thankful. Um, where else we at with it? What we doing today, y'all? So we're sitting in this energy. I actually made a video the other day on this same energy that's here on the board. Okay, we're doing board energy today. All right, because sometimes I go based on what the energy is. You know what I'm saying? I go based on how the energy make me feel, and sometimes we need to sit in it so that we can really get it. Okay. See, we move so fast, and we have so many things going on in our mind and around us. It sometimes take us away from what we're supposed to be focusing on, or what, or the message that's there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes hi, how you guys doing? Hi, you guys. You know, I'll be up in here. I'll get the going before anybody get up in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth, okay? If y'all can't stay, it's okay. I know today is Saturday, but we're going to talk about, some things. This energy has been on the board since, I would say, I believe today is what, Saturday? So it's been on the board for the past 2 days, okay? And so the first thing I want to do is I want to read this. This card came out the other day. This is going to resonate with some of you guys. Hi, y'all. How you guys doing? So it says, are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take life into your hands and forge your own unique phase? So this is about, like, this past week is about your uniqueness, right? You being unique, all right, and you really seeing that and stepping into that, right? It's like seeing it for what it is, because it took time for you to actually acknowledge it, because you had to learn how to acknowledge your self-worth. You had to learn how to even accept it. You know what I'm saying? Hi, you guys. Hi, everybody. So you being unique is significant, and you, like, how can I say it? You taking that and using that for whatever it is that you pushing forward with, your uniqueness. That's where all of your, hi everybody. That's where your power lies, okay, and your uniqueness, okay, because you're different. Nobody's the same, right? That's the most brilliantest thing that I can say. The creation created is us differently but equally. You know what I'm saying? Meaning nobody's better than nobody. Even nobody's better than nobody. Even if it's me and you try to compare me to someone on the streets, I don't compare. I feel like still we still here. You know what I'm saying? Even with a homeless person. I didn't see your wife. No, I didn't. How you guys? I love all of you guys as well. How you guys doing? So let me finish reading this. Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risk can you take to move toward your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Do it scared, take the leap. Okay, so some of you guys are being called to, to be honest with y'all, I'm gonna keep it all the way a stack with y'all, all the way a buck. A lot of you guys have been evaluating things, and it could very well be going on for the past 3 months, okay? But you haven't acted on what it is that you desire, the things that you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? And this can be a number of things. Whatever it is something that's going to change something in the world. Okay. I really feel like I don't give a fuck who you is. When you are part of the collective, depending on what part of the collective, what kind of collective you're engaging with, because there's different ones. We got liars, we got stealers, we got killers, we got thieves, we got different ones. And we got those who, like myself, you know what I'm saying, is tired of seeing the bullshit that's going on around. You know what I'm saying? Tired of playing the game. I don't want to play the game no more. Like, I know what's up. I know that, people come into your life to distract you. I know that sometimes people come into your life to where you can gain, you know what I'm saying? That's healthy relationships. I know that there's relationships that you had in the past that molded and shaped you to be who you are today. You know what I'm saying? It says, no more thinking, only doing. Be brave and you will discover what you are really made of. Wild soul, strong heart, can't lose. So horses can be significant. You guys can be seeing horses at this time. Maybe you want to go horseback riding. I don't know, I'm picking up on that energy, okay? But yeah, so, it's things that that's taking place. And I just really, feel like it's a lot of people trying to understand the emotions and the feelings that they are having based on, and excuse me if I'm doing a little jumping around, y'all. Just listen to me. Everything will come together. I promise you. I got magic. But with the thoughts and the thoughts and the feelings and the emotions that people are having, I feel like you are very aware of your surroundings. And I'm not talking about just you being there and looking around. I'm talking about the individuals that you've had connections with in the past, the people that you bypassed, the relationships that you have now, whether if it's a work relationship, whatever the case may be. It's like you're well aware of the souls, because I truly feel like we're no longer we're just walking around in our physical body, but I feel like our souls are what's standing is standing in the lead position. Even if you're not aware of it, your soul is standing in the lead position. And that's why all of these downloads are coming. That's why all of this supernatural shit is happening. That's why you're having the dreams and the visions that you're having. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, okay, what I know to be true, because you ain't getting this shit from nobody else. You're not getting it out of a book. You're not getting it from somebody on. You're not even getting it from me. These are thoughts and feelings that you're having yourself that's guiding you. You know what I'm saying? And anytime you step outside of that, you'll be like, damn, okay, it was a lesson. Because it's no good or bad, y'all. It's no good or bad. It ain't no is or ain't none of that shit real when you start going to, when you start thinking about the spiritual realm and that we are souls having human experience. You know what I'm saying? Then you move with more ease, because you know that you're not in this alone. And that intuition, those inner instincts is guiding me, right? So I feel like now at this point, you can be bonding with your higher self. Bonding with your higher self, I would say, could look like just getting some good sleep, getting some good rest, sitting outside in the sun, really just clearing your mind, and you're not really wanting to be bothered with nobody. That's where a lot of you guys are. You don't really want to, and it's nothing that you have against nobody. It's just like, damn, man, okay, now I'm going. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you made a decision, put it like that. You've made the choice to walk away from things that no longer serve you, You know what I'm saying? And these are hard choices that you're making, because these are people that you love. These are people that you upheld. These are people that you like, okay, I can deal with them and I can fuck with them because this person is just like that. And they're gonna always be like that. But that don't mean that it's okay for them to be like that. And you're condoning to the issue if you continue to allow them to be in your great graces, and continue to do for them, and they're giving you bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? They're not showing you the same extension as you are showing them. All of that shit, you get fined for that too, beautiful souls. You get some. You get fined for that from the universe, because you know better now. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker don't gotta come in and tell you that she ain't for you or he ain't for you. You know what's up. So you only a step away or a thought away from a motherfucking choice or a decision to make. And I feel like that's what we are. Choices, decisions, knowing. You know what I'm saying? Knowing. We know what's up, right? So you can't hide from the truth. The truth is always gonna outshine a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? The truth is always gonna knock a bitch over the head and have her acting like she retarded. Bitch, you know what's up. We ain't even finna play with you. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Don't play with you. Don't let them play in your face. Don't, because they will play in your face. Okay? Y'all, I was thinking about this too, right? I was thinking about doing a video. And I'm gonna do it. It's gonna require a little bit of work, because I gotta get into it and shit. But I don't know if anybody experienced this. I'm sure you guys have in different ways. Everybody got their own way on how the creator, connect, or the universe connects and speak. We all speak a different language when it comes to the universe, because we all come from different bloodlines. Some of us come from the same bloodline. You know what I'm saying? But collectively, we are one, right? But there are different bloodlines, so don't forget that shit. You usually can tell a bloodline. Because sometimes, y'all, I know I'm all over the place, but look at it. I came on here to talk to y'all and to pull energy and to talk to y'all. But so some bloodlines, and I'm just gonna give y'all some game. You could have somebody in your family, right? It could be your family. And then you meet another family, and they're not too different from your family. But you don't bop like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't bop like that. Usually those are the same bloodlines. If they're liars, they're deceitful, you know what I'm saying? They'll run in that same bloodline, but from different families. You know what I'm saying? And if they end up coming into your space, now listen to what I'm saying, because nobody never crossed your path that you have not had encounter with in the past life. Nobody. I don't give a fuck if it's for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay? So, knowing, I feel like we're being made aware of the different bloodlines and what bloodline we come from. I really, I'm telling y'all, and I know from experience. I ain't gonna tell y'all shit if it's not something that I done went through, I experienced, or I'm experiencing. But the bloodlines are being cleared, and they have been being cleared for a while. I say about 2012. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Big Mama, came back in and showed her energy in its whole in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. I know I talked about it in the beginning when I first started this channel, so you would have to go back and watch those videos, because it's been a while since I, did research on it and got all that information or whatever. Research within, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so different bloodlines. And so a lot of you guys come from families that's not your family. Like, they're really not your family, but you were put in there to set off an instinctual energy that they needed, but it wasn't received. They were afraid of you because of your inner knowing, because of your intuition, because of you knowing things, or because of the way your eyes look. You know what I'm saying? They were, they were intimidated by you because of your beauty, or because you didn't do the things that they did. You didn't sit back and talk about people and gossip and shit. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. This is how you know when you're different, and they know you're different. You know what I'm saying? This is how you know, because the way that they treat you is how you would treat a motherfucker on the street. And they treated their friends better than they treated you. You know what I'm saying? They treated, and you probably was all the way 100, because that's family. You like, okay, family first, family this, because that's the family. That's the type of kind of, language when you grow up in poverty. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck what hood it is, where it's at. Even rich motherfuckers, put your family first. Put your family first. You know what I'm saying? Blood is thicker than water. Fuck all that. That shit, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those things that they done told us and we didn't took to heart and we didn't follow those laws and those rules and shit, and they was never really laws and rules. They was put in place to keep us, you know what I'm saying, stagnated, to keep us locked in with motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying? To keep us in a box so that they can continue to watch, because they're watchers, and that's what they are. So these motherfuckers in the family that told you was crazy or treated you fucked up, the whole time you were put in the middle of that family for a reason, because they do control where the souls come here on earth. They control where they're placed and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so based on that, they're also able to, now your soul, they know where it's placed. They can't control where your soul go if you are a chosen one like myself, but they can control the souls that's around you, your mother, your father, your sisters, your brothers. They can put you in a place where it's karmics. Now we're all karmic, but I'm talking about, like, let's say a negative karmic. Negative karmics, okay? So just keep that in mind, y'all, man, because, you know, that be the hardest thing, letting go and moving forward and not fucking with motherfuckers. That be hard, especially when you start doing good and you getting some money and you like, okay, I want to take care of my family, I want to do this. You better not take your ass back there. They gonna sit your ass up. They gonna try to take everything you got. They already want your face. They want your heart. They want your eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, when you know, you know. And so let me go back to where I say that you will be fined. If you know better and you make a decision and go out there, yes, it's going to be a lesson. But at this far in the game, for a lot of you guys, source is whooping ass. They're not playing with it. They like, okay, well, rest. Spirit and your ancestors is like, well, I would prefer you to rest and take time to yourself than go back out there and keep playing and dibbling dabbling in these energies that has more than one connection to them. It's an entity that's over them, okay? And I've talked about this in past videos. It's governing. It governs the body. It's an entity that governs the body, okay? This is what people that they say like bipolar or I feel like everybody in the world got bipolar. I'm gonna keep it a stat with y'all. But motherfuckers, they call it like bipolar, or people that have multi-personalities and shit, or motherfuckers that just people, let's say people that you wouldn't even think there's nothing wrong with them, but they have different entities that's attached to them. They come here with thousands of entities within them from their bloodline. You get what I'm saying? And these are the curses that we are having to purify, okay? So like myself, when I came here, I said, okay, I'm going to kill the spirit of alcoholism. I'm going to kill the spirit of addiction. I'm going to kill this. I didn't know this shit until I started really like, okay, looking. Because to me, my mom, she's a drinker. She drinks a lot. My mom's an alcoholic. Let me keep it all the way a stack. But at the same time, I never looked at it like, she been doing it since I can remember, since I was a baby, newborn, up until now. So I'm thinking that shit is natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking that shit is normal. I normalized that shit. I'm doing it as well. You know what I'm saying? During the times that I was doing it. But, and y'all done been on here fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking nothing away. I ain't erasing shit. I ain't stopped nothing. You see, you gonna see the good, the ugly, and the bad fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it all the way a buck, you know? I'm telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And I don't motherfucking need God to help me do that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers hate you when you tell the truth, y'all. They hate a truthful motherfucker. You a liar. You crazy. I told you she crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch. Yeah, but I'm sitting good. I'm sitting on something good. You know what I'm saying? I got dibs on energy and information that you guys don't have none on. And why would Source trust me with this information if I was who you said I was? But see, you can't say that to them motherfuckers. That's gonna catch. They gonna be like, oh, they don't even know what the fuck is going on, because like I said, it's entities that govern over bodies. Okay, so I want you guys to kind of like let that marinate and think about it when you've dealt with someone or when you deal with people. Look them in their fucking eyes. You will see the many souls that's inside of them. Look them in their motherfucking eye. They gonna tell you who they is. They even like when I go around certain people, they get real, you feel me? And I be like, and I won't even say nothing. They get real, get to moving around and shit all demonically and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Because when you stand in your power and you know who you are, can't nobody fuck with you. But you gotta understand, this is not a physical war no more. It's a spiritual war. We're fighting in spirit. Our souls. So what are we supposed to be doing? Mentally getting ourselves ready to get the fuck up out of here, because we all gonna die. And even though death is not real, because energy exceeds. Energy is internal, external, right? Energy is forever. You know what I'm saying? The only way that a soul can be vanquished is if source vanquished that soul. So energy is transmutable. That's why now I don't give a fuck what nobody say. For sure, if you're the collective, you've been warned and pre-warned about engaging with motherfuckers that's not right. I don't give a fuck if the bitch lied on you one time and said you did some shit you didn't do and you forgave her. You might not want to be around her, because next time the motherfucking lie can either put you in jeopardy and get your life taken, or have your ass in jail, or have you lose everything. And so those are the things that I'm talking about as far as us being fined, because we're not taking heed to what we know, because we're not standing on business with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They're watchers, y'all. They want to know what you got going on. They're gonna call you and smile and how you doing, well, what you doing in your life. What they want to know about what's going on in your life, because as long as you divulge information, then you're giving them an attachment to your energy. You're giving them an attachment to your soul. And even if they're not speaking to you, they still can pull information for your soul. Trust me, I know. They can still spy on you. They don't have to be there with you. They could be in a whole nother motherfucking state and they can spy on you. It's a spiritual war. Everything is up. Our intuition is up. Our intelligence is up. Use that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that. So the other night when I went live at 3 a.m., y'all. It's something about 3 a.m. and me and 3 a.m. I remember for 6 months straight, I was getting up every morning. And not because, like, 3 a.m., between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., I'm going to tell y'all a little secret, right? And so, because a lot of people don't know this, but I know. And I was told probably like maybe at least 6 or 7 years ago. But Spirit was like, look, between 3 and 5, you get some shit done. Between 3 and 5, it's like a cloak. I don't know what it, look at y'all. I lie to you not. It's a cloak that comes over the earth and our auric field. And the things that we do is enhanced. Okay, this is not for all beings. It's for ethereal beings. Okay? It's for those that pursue learning their magic. Okay? So we're able to tap into a higher frequency between 3 and 5. And so something has been telling me to get on and you know, come on at 3 a.m. in the morning and shit. And when I did the other day, y'all, man, that shit was coming heavy. So between 3 and 5 can be significant to some of you guys, okay? 3 a.m., 5 a.m. Maybe some of y'all was born at that time, and it's time to, that's the hours that, you know, source is guiding you to build things, you know, to get up and think, or to get up and write some shit down or something, and you'll be amazed at what'll come out. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, you got the Akashic records within you, right? But you only have access. You only have access by way of doing the work, by way of doing you, standing on business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just come into any fucking army and say, look, I want to fight. You have to show yourself. You have to prove yourself to yourself, though. See, when you fucking with the spirit, you ain't got to prove yourself to nobody. You're not supposed to. Nobody that's in the spirit, that's moving for the collective, that's out here praying like myself for trafficking motherfuckers to be held accountable, and for things to open up. Like, I'm talking, I've been doing that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Really, like, sitting here meditating, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. A week later, 2 weeks later, no lie, a bus And I end up seeing it. I don't even watch the news. The shit end up coming up. And it's a big ass buff of human trafficking and shit. That's how motherfucking powerful prayer is. And you don't supposed to pray like nobody else. Everybody's supposed to have their own way to pray. Everybody got their own way. We all come from different bloodlines. Those that do come from the same, you'll be able to relate like, yes, but it's not how they said we supposed to pray. Closing our eyes and doing all this shit, that's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? It don't take nothing to talk to God. It don't take too much to talk to God. You don't even have to use your motherfucking mouth. You can speak internally, externally, I mean. You know what I'm saying? I mean internally. What happened to my chain? Okay, so the other night, like I was saying, because I just keep rumbling. Okay, so spiritual psychosis. So I was talking about spiritual psychosis, and I went and got an article for you guys because I experienced spiritual psychosis. And I would say that before I read this article, I would say that, because I don't know all what it say in the article, but I got it for you guys. And I had to write it down because this shit was so good, but I just don't remember everything because I only did it once. But for me, when I had spoken on spiritual psychosis the other morning, I mean, my experience would be the side effects. I would say spiritual psychosis for me, my experience and how I knew what it was and that I had experienced when I had seen the video and they was talking about it, is the effect from the relationships that I've had and my upbringing, the things that I was taught. And to find out at 17 and 18 that these people didn't give a fuck about me, my mom, my sister, my grandmother, like on some real shit. To find out that there were a lot of lies, that there were things that were stole from me that I was supposed to get when I was 18. I was supposed to inherit things and they took them, and you know what I'm saying? And then didn't even try to help me after that. When I got 18, it was just like, bitch, okay, it's on you. Good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I feel like when we're conditioned a certain way, and as we, become, when we start seeing things and being able to say, this not right, like, you know what I'm saying? And then when you acknowledge that something is not right, like, this shit is not supposed to be like this. Like, nah, I'm not supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't love, man. This ain't respect. This ain't like, this bitch is, you know what I'm saying, playing with me. And when you get to that and you start realizing that everything around you is a fucking hoax. It's a I can call it so many things. A fucking stage that's been set up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the main character. It's all, you know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers sitting up there playing with you and shit. You go through spiritual psychosis because, especially when you were a child, an adolescent, because you like, damn, these motherfuckers really, and they fuck with you. Some people off they self. Some motherfuckers do shit to them, their trauma. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers really be, and they don't, because it's hard to face the truth. When you've been lied to all your life, and then it takes, that shit ain't, and I hate saying it's not for the weak. I hate that shit, but that shit ain't for everybody. It ain't got nothing to do with the weak. People always say that, this ain't for the weak. And all this, she actually said this in this that I'm finna read to you guys. And I end up taking that part out because I've been weak at times. And there's certain places that I'm still working on. And I wouldn't necessarily say I'm weak, but in those areas. But it is some areas that I'm weaker in, and in some areas that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And so this is, the work that we do so that we can become, greater in different areas of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it may be for us to split, part ways from addictions or habits or whatever the case may be, people, relationships, jobs. When it's time to go, it's time to motherfucking go, right? You gotta listen. When source say go, you better go. Big mama say get the fuck up out of there, that means Big mama finna tear the whole house down. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. You know what I'm saying? And you the only one that's valuable in that motherfucker. You better fucking know it. So you got the inside scoop. They don't even know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You better go. You know what I'm saying? Run up out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, so psychosis. I want you guys to know about this because a lot of people, it don't talk about it. It's not talked about. So let me get it for y'all. I'm gonna go do my motherfucking homework. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna bring it back to the people. That's what I do. Oops. Okay, so let's see. Spiritual psychosis. Another thing too, I'm picking up on complaining. Like somebody complaining. You could be around somebody that complain a lot, or they constantly complaining. Maybe it's somebody you talk to on the phone, the conversations. You're getting to a place where you don't want to hear this shit. So you probably not even answering the phone for this person, but you really care about them and love them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like no hard feelings, but I see the phone call. I ain't gonna even forward. I'm just gonna put the phone down because you don't want to hear no shit that you've been hearing, and this motherfucker ain't doing nothing about it. You like, it's nothing else that I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? And so you're learning that energy is there and placed there to help you understand more about what you take in, your intake, when it comes to energy, different energies, your intake, okay? So you're paying attention. Your soul is paying attention. Like, I don't like the way that made me feel. I don't even like the fact that you're going through that. I don't even like the fact that it's been 5 years and bitch, you ain't did nothing about it. Why are you calling me? What am I supposed to do about it? No, nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying? So I just see, you could even be in a household where it's a lot of complaining, and motherfuckers just like, it's just chaos. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's where that run, he said run, like it's time to get the fuck up out of there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out. So let me read this, you guys. Let me turn this down some. So we can learn about spiritual psychosis. No. Just go out. Okay, maybe I can just turn this down. Okay, so it says, today I want to dive into a topic that's often misunderstood. Spiritual psychosis. Let me move this shit off of my screen. Spiritual psychosis. While it might sound alarming, it's a common experience for many. That's what I'm going to call this video, so people can know to come here, and that's what they're coming for, spiritual psychosis and something else. I don't know, but it's a common experience for many on their spiritual journey. When we embark on the path of spiritual awareness and awakening, we often find ourselves peeling back layers of our consciousness. This process can reveal deep-seated beliefs, past traumas, and hidden aspects of ourselves. As we delve deeper, it's not unusual to feel overwhelmed or even disconnected from reality. This is what some may refer to as spiritual psychosis. But here's the truth. Being spiritual and aware is not for the, it said not for the weak, but it's not for everybody. It requires immense courage, resilience, and willingness to face the shadows within ourselves. Okay? I want y'all to keep that in mind. Spirituality asks us to confront not only the light, but also the darkness that resides within us and the world around us. It challenges us to question everything we thought we knew and to embrace uncertainty. Embrace it. Because you don't want to know everything for what? What you need to know everything for? It ain't no guarantee that your ass going to be here in the next 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no fucking guarantee that you're going to be here in the next 2 minutes. So it's a situation where the control, let go. Take your foot off the brakes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for me, control is another form of being in survival type energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing whatever I got to do to survive. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the energy that our souls were ever supposed to be in. And that's why a lot of motherfuckers be getting sick and bodies be fucked up and shit because of the stress, because of the control. You trying to control shit whole time. You controlling your body in ways and putting your body through different things that you don't even know. You like, well, damn, why am I getting sick? Why I got a lump here? Why I got this? And why I'm feeling like this? Why my mind is overloaded and, you know what I'm saying, overworked and shit. And the uncertainty, not knowing, is better than knowing, because everything comes out. Everything unfolds. So why can't Source just surprise you? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, especially women, a lot of women that ain't been surprised before in their life and shit, I feel like those be the ones that want to control everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, it's a bit of myself. You ain't had no surprises. Niggas ain't bringing flowers and shit without asking for some pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a stack. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? And then it's like, okay, I don't even want nothing from you niggas, because it's always you giving something because you want something. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the type of kind of shit that I really, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, going, you know, when you think about embracing uncertainty, because you're never going to know what's going to happen. All you know is the now. All you know and can go off of is what's present. Yesterday don't fucking matter because it doesn't exist anymore. And the future don't matter because it hasn't came yet and it doesn't exist. Only present, the present you exists. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you are able to annihilate and be resilient in your present self, okay? So it says, so if you're feeling lost, confused, or overwhelmed on your spiritual path, know that you're not alone. These feelings are part of the transformation, and they can lead you to profound insights and growth. Insight about oneself. Everything you need is inside of you. The whole motherfucking map is in you, I promise you. You know what I'm saying? The map of the ones that's going to value you and truly love you, and where you don't have to compete for love. They on the map too, but you have to move. You have to move, right? So these feelings are part of transformation, and they can lead you to profound insights and growth. Every challenge you face strengthens your spirit, and hold on. Every transfer, where's the other one? Okay. Yeah, I said, so challenge, okay, so every challenge you face strengthens your spirit and challenge you to face, wait, hang on, challenge you, and the challenges you face strengthens your spirit and prepares you to rise even higher. Remember, true spirituality is about embracing the whole spectrum of existence, the highs and the lows, and everything in between. Trust the process, lean into the discomfort. Lean into the discomfort. I feel like being discomfort brings you over triumph, okay? Discomfort, I have a motherfucker jumping out some shit because you know shit is finna be in shambles. You know what I'm saying? I make myself uncomfortable, y'all, sometimes. I swear I do. Because pressure is what get me. Give me some, I put myself under pressure, you know what I'm saying? So that I can, you know what I'm saying, excel, so I can exceed. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. So struggle is an opportunity for divine growth. So it says, trust the process, lean into the discomfort, and know that every moment of struggle is an opportunity to define growth. Stay brave, stay curious, and keep shining your light. Okay, y'all? So that was about the spiritual psychosis. Now, what I can say is you guys should look it up, because sometimes, I mean, through this journey of, you know, being on your journey, this marathon, because it ain't no race. We ain't in no race. The divine ones, we ain't in no fucking race. The beautiful souls, we ain't racing nobody, because we know that everything is going to unfold how it's going to unfold. Shit going to pop off how it's going to pop off. And that don't necessarily mean that I'm going to be around when that shit pop off, because I'm up over here. You know what I'm saying? It's like division. So I'm hearing division, okay? A lot of you guys can be even thinking about moving to a different state or a different fucking country to get away from the noise, okay? So that you can silence the mind, so that you can hear your inner insight. You know what I'm saying? So that you can be at one and at peace with yourself. And motherfuckers be like, oh, you shouldn't have to leave to have peace. Sometimes you gotta leave. We ain't never meant, nobody's meant to stay in one place. We're supposed to travel around this motherfucker. We're supposed to move around this motherfucker. Okay, like I always share this with you guys. When I was in Texas, if you go back to my videos from when I was in Texas, y'all, I was getting like 2,000 people watching me and shit at one time. But I was more consistent too around that time. Before I went to Texas, I was hella consistent on getting on. So I was having a lot of people watch me too here. I ain't gonna lie. I was. It was a lot of people, like 1,000 people was watching this shit. But when I got out there, y'all, that energy on that fucking land, man, I know I've been there before. And I know I got soul family there. I'm talking about in the spirit. Okay? Because my shit was hitting. Y'all, I was getting so many downloads. And let me tell you something. You have to be able to read between the lines. And you have to understand that when you come up against your shadow side, and I don't want to say come up against, but when you come in face to face with your shadow side, and your spirit and your soul coming to face with your shadow, It's almost like a fight off, okay? It's your ego that speaks louder than your soul, because your soul never had a voice, because you never was inclined to know that you had a soul. I mean, we weren't raised up on that shit. We wasn't raised up to know about, you know, how we supposed to feed our souls and eat healthy and get out and, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't taught that we have intuition and how powerful we are, and that we can fucking you know, that we can sit here and go into a whole nother state and somewhere else and communicate with monks, and we could communicate amongst each other if we knew, if we were taught that. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that, you know what I'm saying? So once you come into, it's like, yo, and so a motherfucker, let me tell you something. I always say that mental abuse is worse than physical abuse. Okay, some may not agree or nothing, but my personal, you know, because I was in a physical relationship, a abusive relationship for years. You know what I'm saying? Just mentally, spiritually, physically, and so mental abuse is worse. Okay, and a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, and collective, a lot of motherfuckers then went through mental abuse, and that those scars are so much more challenging to heal. You know what I'm saying? So that ego side of you is what the ego carries those wounds, those mental wounds, those mental inflictions, okay? So that's where a motherfucker gonna beat you up at in your head. They're gonna get you in here. They're gonna say shit to you. You know what I'm saying? And so when you come to the realization of who the fuck you are, and you start getting that truth, that ego still gonna come up even while them motherfuckers is gone. Those voices is still there. It's in the ego. And there's so many different shadows that we have inside of us. You can fuck with one nigga, that shadow was there now. It incorporated itself into your shadows. Whatever relationship you have with your mother, oh, that one, that's prominent. That's the relationship that you have with your family. You know what I'm saying? That shit is big. So it's a face off to where your soul have to know, like, I know that you a fucking lie, and I know that the shit that you've been doing and saying ain't true. So you have to have a face off with those shadows, and you really have to internally feel that shit, and you have to be able to ask yourself the hard, how didn't I get it? Like, how didn't I see this? Is it okay that I didn't see it? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay that you didn't see the shit. You know why? Because they seen who you were, and they did what they did because you were who you are. You know what I'm saying? They knew you had a good heart. They knew that you didn't come to hurt or harm. You really came to play in the game. You a fighter. You feel me? You thought you was on the team whole time. Whole motherfucking time. You with the team, but you being plotted on. So coming into those type of kind of things is hard. And that's the face off. The ego is always going to be louder than the soul until you get that motherfucker in check. Your ego is not a bad thing. The ego is more so like, okay, now these is where we have boundaries. Now you putting boundaries with yourself. So now you making boundaries with it. And you telling the ego the truth. Like, nah, yeah, that energy right there, oh, you can go. And I'm not even going to give it back to the person. I'm going to give it to nature. That's when you go walk in nature, and those emotions and those feelings and those voices, those things that your ex said to you, those things that your mother said to you to hurt you. Yeah, you might need some therapy, some extensive therapy, some motherfucking, you might even have to go off and get some shock waves or some shit. I don't know. It depends on how your situation is or whatever the case may be. But you can heal yourself. You really don't have to go pay nobody. You can heal yourself. You can go give it back to nature. But you got to stand on that shit, though. You got to stand on that shit. You got to know that I'm releasing this, and it's not even a conversation that's needed after this. It's nothing that we need to talk about. We'll talk about mama for what? I've already talked about it within. I have to go to God. You know what I'm saying? Because my sister can't fix it. Mama can't fix it. She ain't even fixed. Daddy can't fix it. He ain't fixed. So it always go back to you. You know what I'm saying? It always go back to you, and they know it, and that's why they fuck with your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say this shit and play the little games that they play and shit. And those motherfuckers, I don't even play with them. Not no more. I used to. I don't play with them. I don't play with them spirits, them type of kind of spirits. You know what I'm saying? I don't even fuck with bitches like that. That's how I be thinking in my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize for all the cussing, y'all, but I do cuss. You come up over here and look it. So look it, source message. This is another one that stuck out, and I feel like this is gonna resonate with somebody, right? It says, The reason you don't ever feel as satisfied as you should is because you keep raising the bar for yourself. You keep resisting your standards. I'm sorry, you keep resetting your standards for living. Think about it. At one time, you were just trying to survive. That's crazy. I said that earlier, y'all. That was the goal, to just get by, to get through the chaos. Now you're focused on thriving. Surviving became part of your foundation. So foundation, your foundation, okay? Some of you guys are rebuilding a whole new foundation. Y'all done broke down the old one because it was broken anyway. You done burnt that motherfucker down, or you in the process of burning it down, or figuring out how you gonna rebuild. You putting all this shit together. This is the energy that we're in, okay? Salute to you. Take your time. Take all the time you need. We ain't in no race. Okay, it says to get through. So I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody keep calling my phone. My friend keep calling on me, not somebody. My sister. Okay, it says to get through the chaos. Now you're focused on thriving. Surviving became part of your foundation. It's natural to desire more. Your life is expanding as it should, but continue to set but continue to sit with gratitude as often as you can. And when you sit in gratitude, and if you're able to sit in gratitude, that means that you made it to a peaceful place. Because and when you're in the midst of the chaos, it's hard to sit in gratitude. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something. It's very possible for you to, and you can. Because I feel like that's pressure on the soul, and you see further than what the fuck is going on around you. You see? You see further than what the fuck is going on around you, all the fuck shit. If you are in the middle of chaos today, right now, your living situation, your living circumstances, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, if your mind can see past that and see something greater for yourself, you made it. You got action. You got action, little baby. Hold on, let me see. So it says, your life is expanding as it should, but continue to sit with gratitude as often as you can. Don't ever forget what. Everybody calling my phone right now. That's crazy. Don't ever forget what it took to get here while remaining inspired of all the good that is still to come. Okay? So, while remaining inspired. So always stay inspired. Okay, here go another one. It says stand boldly in your uniqueness. See, I got this for y'all. I was picking up on the uniqueness. Like, you guys are some unique souls, beautiful souls. I am grateful to be able to pull on your energy, for you to share your energy. I always say pull, because that's basically what I be doing. You know, for a lot of you guys that resonate and stuff. So my name could be Tommy. Okay, a lot of you guys are in your Lilith energy. I'm picking up on, okay? That dark feminine energy. Beautiful. Okay? The world needs your wild spirit. Own it. Live it. Inspire others to do the same. Okay? So some of you guys are inspiration to others, and you might not even know it. A lot of you guys have a voice. A lot of you guys have the eye, the gift of gab, to be able to look into things and see things in ways that no one can see things. Okay? And so, and able to actually, you know, give an evaluation on what you see, but in a way to where you change minds. Okay. And what you change in minds, are being able to have that gift to change minds, you're a threat, right? You're a threat. So it's going to be always, it's always going to be kickback, pushback when it comes to you. All right. So you're not a victim, of course. You know that. We know victim. We know victim. Then what happened to the rest of them? Okay. It was some, that's crazy, because I had sent, oh no, that was in my phone. Okay, so let me keep going, y'all. Spiritual psychosis, please look more into it. I am going to, you said I made it. I know that's right. I know that's right. It's TYM. I know you have, baby. You've been through enough shit. Talk that shit. Okay, so let me keep going, y'all. So we had Veiled that came out. Let me get over to these cards, okay? I also put some cards from the Egyptian deck. So we got the Page of Wands, we got the Eight of Wands, and we got the Pentacles, right? So we got this card that came out, okay? Take a good look at it. I'm gonna explain some things to you guys about the energy that I'm picking up on this and you guys' situation. Some of you guys can be coming out of relationships. And I feel like it's not like, I'm picking up on like not physical relationships, but spiritual relationships. So these are spiritual connections that you had with individuals. It could have been a lover, it could be friends, but you're unraveling the relationship. You know what I'm saying? You're unraveling what you went through in the relationship and if the relationship is worthy of your essence. Okay, so then this can be multiple different relationships, but I am picking up on that. Like, I'm picking up on death, things ending. Okay, death, things just falling. You know what I'm saying? Because they're no longer, the structure is not, the structure is weak. Okay, like these people can't hold themselves up, let alone hold you up, and you know that. And so you know the best thing that you can do is set yourself free while you set them free as well. So I see you breaking the chains from a mindset. You know what I'm saying? A mindset that you once had. Even changing the way that you speak, changing the way that your perspective on things. I see those things, and they're happening right now. I see them happening, and it takes time, you guys. You got to be patient with yourself. Sometimes it takes 2 to 3 months to get over one situation, to really analyze it and go in, because there's so many parts of you that it affected. You know what I'm saying? And it was an infection, and in order to cure that infection, and this is a spiritual infection. In order to make that, to clear that up, you have to go within. Nobody can heal that for you. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of times motherfuckers like to point the finger and blame other motherfuckers, but you got to think about, at a certain age and you still taking shit and you still dealing with shit, at this point you doing it to yourself. So the next motherfucker can't heal you. You have to heal yourself. And then you have to think about this too. Nobody was put here to heal you. Nobody came here to heal you. They came to do what they came to do in your life. They played the position and the role that they were supposed to play. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you think that if a motherfucker broke you down and tore you down for 5 years, 4 years, or throughout your life, what make you think that they're going to be able to even have the energy or the essence to heal you in any fucking way? Only thing that they can do is what they've been putting out. That's what they reek of. That's what they have. That's what their energy is. That's why I always tell y'all, be careful who you allow in your home, who you allow in your car, who you allow in your auric field, who you allow to have conversations with you. And when you have conversations with them, and you know in your mind, you got to put that protection up. Like, hold on, man. Yeah, I'm talking to this motherfucker. I know who I'm talking to, but I need some of my fiercest ancestors right here to check shit. So won't nothing jump out of their ass and think it's coming with me, because spirits do travel, just like roaches. Them motherfuckers be some roaches for real. You know what I'm saying? Right? So let's talk about this Page of Wands, okay? And this Eight of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles, right? So contracts, it could be some contracts coming in, or maybe there's some contracts that's being broken, okay? And I said that earlier. So contracts with relationships, okay? Spiritual contracts are being broken. Spiritual contracts are being severed, okay? And you're taking a look at, with this Page of Wands, you're taking a look at all of these different, damn, I had said it before I even, you know what I'm saying? But you're taking a look at all of these different offers that people have presented to you, that people have given you, the energy that they brought to you. You are actually evaluating all of this energy. So look, you're mastering something, okay? You're mastering something. This is what you came here for, right? This could be one of the things, but you're mastering how to tell energy from energy. Even if it's a new person, they could still embody that same energy that an ex-lover did. They can. You can meet a woman that embodies the same energy as your mom, but they're more. How can I say it? They're more clever when it comes to manipulation, because they know that you've been through it, and they only coming in to test to see if you will be able to recognize that soul, right? This is how this shit work, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's different, but every time, simultaneously, everybody is one. Simultaneously, we all go through the same thing. Simultaneously, a lot of these motherfuckers that hold the spirit of jealousy, of envy, of hate, of being dishonorable and all of that shit, a lot of the motherfuckers It's a lot of motherfucking souls out like that. You know what I'm saying? And they all move differently. You know what I'm saying? They all have the different kind of deceptions or level of deceptions. They're all, so I feel like, and what I've been being shown, even in my day-to-day life, is that energy is what spirit has you embarking on right now in life, okay? And learning that those energies is going to acquire you to take time to yourself, to spend more time in nature, to exercise and get your body right, to get your mind right, so that you can cure what's in here. Because once you evaluate and you see the truth, then you can start breaking free from the chains. And the chains is here. This is where they locked us up at, right? This is where they come. They come here and here. So even your heart, I see your heart opening up. Like, you have a beautiful heart. You have a, you know what I'm saying? But really just opening up and knowing like, okay, well, if somebody else do come in, let's just say y'all come across somebody new and they do some shit. It's not going to hurt, because I know that whatever it is that they do, I don't have to take it with me. Now you know that you don't have to carry nobody else's burdens. You know what I'm saying? Now you know, you guys can be saying 55, 55 or 555, but you know that you don't have to, or you can be saying 55, but you know that you don't, that it's not your responsibility to take on nobody else's responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know who you are. And this is what they never wanted you to know. Not even the world. Not talking about the earth, not mother. I'm just saying the people in the world. That's why the systems are set up how it's set up. And as the truth unfolds, brace yourself. Get yourself ready for whatever is to come in, because something is coming in fast, okay? It could be in the next, I would say 8 days. You could be, because it seemed like it's short term. So short term goals is significant. Your spirit guides is wanting you to, do some short goals, maintain a healthy relationship with yourself and the things that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Embarking on, like, you see how she's leaving, like, on the, like, she's just going. She like, fuck it, I'm finna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? She already done sat back and thought about what it is that you're gonna do. You thought about, he or she, it could be he or she. You done thought about, it a million different ways. You know what I'm saying? And if you still putting it together, put it together. But this Queen of Pentacles is sitting here, let me know that this is the energy that you're sitting in now. You know what I'm saying? Even the Page of Wands, all of this energy together, it's like you got this one pentacle, right? And it's like, okay, what am I gonna do with it? It's almost as if, like, you're being it's almost as if you're being set free from the confinement of old patterns, of old life. It's like I see a lot of rebirth, a lot of rebirthing, a lot of things rebirthing and coming out of that pinnacle. That pinnacle is your heart. That pinnacle could be, a new a new way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? A new perspectives. You know what I'm saying? That pinnacle is actually more valuable than gold or money, to be honest with you. That pinnacle is your soul. You know what I'm saying? It's like that pinnacle is letting me know with that rabbit right there, like, okay, you got what you need. You don't have to ask for nothing. You got everything you need right within you and around you. And if you don't know where it's at, because some motherfuckers don't know how to play Blue's Clues. Some motherfuckers don't like playing Blue Clues. You know what I'm saying? Or Arthur, find Arthur and shit. I got time to be finding that nigga 10 times. You know what I'm saying? I found him once. That's good enough. So if you ask, they know that you need divine help. And so that's why they are here. It's the spirit, y'all. It's a spiritual war. And it's real. Okay? And it's the spirit that we're getting connected with. It's the spirit that we're learning, our souls. We're learning ourselves all over again, because that adolescent you, that indoctrinated you, is not in connection with the soul. That's the part of you that was built from the lies and the things that you went through in life. You know what I'm saying? That's the side of you that keep you running to the worldly things, that keep you outside of your body. They always want you to stay outside of your body. That's why everything you do, you got to come outside of a door. Outside of your body. This is your home first. This is the first home, right? Just like this is the first teacher. The teacher is right here. We ain't never had to go to school to learn some shit. We could have sat in the sun and meditated like they did in ancient Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And got messages like I did now. You know what I'm saying? Like, then just think if you raised a child like that. If you raised a child to love themselves, to honor themselves, to, you know what I'm saying, to go within for the answers or for things, you know what I'm saying, and to sit on it and to wait and be patient. Just think of that shit. And then instead of having a bunch of people running around, I went to college, I had to pay for this, and then stressing over shit that somebody had to create that stress. Somebody had to, you get what I'm saying? So I see a disconnect in the spirit with you from so many different belief systems, from so many different things. You know what I'm saying? And it takes time to get that shit out, to be honest with you. It takes time to get out that energy. Each day it gets a little lighter. And some days it gets a little heavier. But that's them days when you put pressure on yourself. Let me get up and walk, bitch. I don't feel like going to walk, but I'm just I gotta get out the motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying? I need to go breathe. All right? So, right, okay, so we got real estate, stubbornness, and self-love, okay? Everything that we've been talking about, all right? New things coming in. The number 7 can be significant. You could be seeing 7-7, or you could be seeing 43. Somebody can have a pen pal. Maybe somebody that's in jail or somebody you're talking to. Why aren't you telling me that? You can have a pen pal. Somebody. It don't have to resonate with everybody. Of course, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but I'm just picking up on a pen pal. And it's a guy. It's a she-he. I'm sorry. The nigga probably ain't right up in there. But, because I didn't even mean to say that. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I meant that it's a divine feminine dealing with a masculine energy that's in prison. So if you are, this message is for you. We got self-love up here. We got stubbornness. Maybe somebody's telling you, or maybe your higher self is telling you that this nigga ain't right, or, you know, this female ain't right, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But you thinking that you finna build the world with him, and I don't know, man. You might have to reevaluate some shit. Usually, see, I always say, because mind you, y'all, I was married for 7 years. And I was with him for 15 years. But, like, he was in jail majority of the time. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga never changed. He's still the same. I'm just keeping it a buck. Typically, when people go to jail, it's a very small percentage of motherfuckers that come out with their mind evolved. It's very few. Because you got to think about it. They like in a fucking hamster wheel. You know what I'm saying? So, I remember I had an uncle, y'all. I'm going to keep this short and brief. I had an uncle. His name was Sonny. That's when I was living in the Bay. I was a little girl. He, what the fuck was I finna say? I done forgot what I was finna say. That shit just slipped my mind. Maybe I was supposed to tell that story. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me keep going. Ouch. Damn, y'all. Y'all didn't do nothing. That was me. I'm all blaming it on y'all. Like, god damn. Okay, so we got real estate and stubbornness and self-love. Let me see something. Let's see. Let's pull some cards. Lavender can be significant to you guys. Maybe some of you guys like lavender, the smell of lavender. Maybe your grandmother wore in particular smell. And maybe you've been smelling it. Like you've been, you know what I'm saying? That's the spirit. In the spirit. You also could be smelling like some things that's not so good. You like, what the fuck is that smell? Smell like a dirty diaper or shit like that. That's energy that's trying to how can I say it? Because I can see it. But it's trying to penetrate your auric field. And it can show up in certain ways. It can give you thoughts of it. So meaning a person that you may think of that you don't deal with no more, or you don't, you know what I'm saying, you're not too fond of because the shit just wasn't right. Or either the grandmother or mother perfume is to let you know that they're there, they're present, you're not alone. So if any of you guys have been smelling something or smelling different things and different smells, when you do smell those awful smells, inside you got me fucked up. Going back where you come from. You ain't wanted around here. You know what I'm saying? We having to talk shit up off of us. We gotta let these motherfuckers know who you is. Like, you're not just finna come up on me like that and bring that type of kind of shit to me. You can't bring anything to my table. I'm not accepting anything anymore. That's not who I am. And a lot of motherfuckers is gonna fall off because of that. A lot of motherfuckers they not gonna like you no more. They never did like you though. So it ain't like you losing. You ain't losing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody give a fuck about a motherfucker not liking them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't show too much love to motherfuckers for me to be tripping off a relationship at this point in the game. Either it is or it ain't. Either it's gonna happen or it's not. I ain't forcing nothing. I ain't pushing nothing. I ain't expecting shit from nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing. And that's what a lot of you guys are doing. That's what I'm talking about. Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective? Also, this moth card came out. I'm gonna read this and watch how all this shit come together, y'all. This is how real magic work, right? It says, "Don't be fooled by my appearance. My soul is replacement." Let me tell you something. It's the trip this card came out, y'all. When I first got this deck, I looked at this and I looked this up. First off, let me stop. I'm not going to forget this. That's what I was going to say. So my Uncle Sonny, he had got out of jail in like 94. This is what I was talking about when niggas is in prison. For anybody that this resonate with, that's dealing with a pen pal. Or when females is in prison, especially for a long amount of time, people in general, whatever. But he had went to jail maybe 10, 15 years before he had got out in 2000. In 1994. And I remember the nigga, 94, you know, niggas was wearing a Fila, niggas was wearing a Adidas, you know, niggas wearing a little, you know what I'm saying? So this nigga came home, it was wearing some bell bottoms. This nigga, I'm talking about y'all, he had some big ass bell bottoms on with a tight shirt that was buttoned up from when he went to jail. He was dressed like that. And so you have to understand that when a motherfucker, and that's just even with a person not being in jail, because it's motherfuckers that's never been to jail before, but they're in prison for real. And and that's how they move. You just have to pay attention. They move just like a motherfucker in prison. You know what I'm saying? Same shit, different day. They got the same, nothing changed. It's nothing evolving. We supposed to always evolve, like how shit evolves when and change, and things do come back around. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers start wearing bell bottoms again. Motherfuckers start wearing certain things again from back in the days when our grandmother and stuff, because you know history repeats itself, right? But this nigga had on some bell bottoms, and the reason why I say this is because when they are in prison, when you're in prison mentally, that's all you know. That's all you see. And so you get stuck there. You get stuck there. People actually get stuck when they're in prison. It's nothing that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said it's very few. Let's say 5 out of 1. I would say not even a half of 1. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that. And they know that. The system know that. Like that's not you can't, I don't feel like being in prison what they go to prison for? They put them in prison so that they can redefine themselves or whatever the case may be. Like it's no freedom there. So how can you become free where there's no freedom? How can you become free, especially in a place like that, in prison? You know what I'm saying? Where you're housed and you can't do anything. How can you express yourself spiritually? How can you become the giant that you are and move outside of that mentality? So a lot of motherfuckers in prison that come home, they could talk a good game. They're very good. I mean, they be reading the first 48 in prison, y'all. The first 48, not the first 48, but the 48 laws of power. Niggas be ending up on the first 48 when they get out of jail that ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? Or end up doing some shit and got on first 48. I don't know. But so back to what I was saying. I was saying that I hope that whoever needed to hear that, look, do you. They talk a good game. It's real sweet. Niggas be saying shit that'll have your ass like, oh my God, I've never been loved like this. Oh yeah, nigga gonna talk real good in there. He ain't got nothing else to do. Only thing he can do is manipulate his mind and manipulate others. You know what I'm saying? The nigga can't do nothing else. If you was such a good nigga, why you in jail? Whatever you were doing, whatever you was doing, I feel like if you gonna do some shit, don't get caught. And don't stay in it too long. Because that's when you get caught. Get in and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers get caught up on that wheel. Okay, so don't be fooled by appearance. My soul is repleasant. So this is another thing too, right? So I had looked this word up, y'all. I'm finna look it up, y'all, because you know I ain't doing my motherfucking homework. But this card, y'all, it came out. Okay, a lot of you guys can be having memories of past life events that may have taken place with a father figure, you know, that was in your life. That's not gonna resonate for everybody. Let me see. This phone moves so slow, y'all. But who's in a rush? Who's where? I ain't got nowhere to be. I'm on here talking. some real shit. R-E-S. I just heard somebody whisper. That shit was kind of close. Let me see. Okay, it says this card right here. So this card right here means attractive and impressive through being richly colorful and subtuous, something. She was repleasant in a sea green dress. Okay, so green could be significant. So with all of your scars and all of your you know, the things that you've been through in life, that's just letting me know, like, no matter what you've been through, you can't see that on you. You still have this glow. You still have this beauty inside of you. You still have this damn, it's, man, y'all, this shit's so powerful what they showing me. You still have that inner child in there that's alive, and you are actually communing with that inner child, right? Because you can never lose the inner child, because the inner child is the direct connection to source. See, a lot of motherfuckers that you didn't deal with, that's what they attack. They attack your inner child. And this is why the crime is so heinous, because you're not supposed to hurt anybody but a child. And then you constantly go after the child and a person. Nigga, that's double. I don't even feel like it's like a situation where these people are awful. You done been around some pretty awful motherfuckers dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So your inner child is very significant. Some of you guys can have father figures that's no longer here. Okay. Some of you guys do. Some of them are here, but I'm picking up on a father figure. It's so crazy because Father Sims came out too, right? But we'll get to that. Father Sims came out. You see him? Father Sims came out. So let's see. What's up with these fathers? This father energy, this masculine, this divine masculine energy. Why am I shit doing that? Like, what the fuck? It's like it moves so slow. I'm gonna come back on here, y'all, because I ain't tired. I ain't tired today. I got time. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Play my music. Okay, so tell me more about this father figure. Hold on, not these ones. Wait, hold on. Let's do them. Let's see. Father figure. Give me some information on this father figure spirit. I don't know if I should be using these cards. That's crazy. It said go get some fresh air. This came out 2 times. So this father figure can be sending. This father figure is sending messages. And this is like from the spiritual realm though. So you could be thinking about or been thought about your father, maybe a grandfather. This is a divine masculine energy, somebody that was prominent in your life. Someone who had integrity, morals, values and shit. And it was like once they left, things weren't the same. You know what I'm saying? It probably was your protector I'm picking up on. Somebody who protected you. Somebody that was fair. But this most definitely is the divine masculine energy. It's an older person. He could have been 65 when he passed. Maybe 35 I'm also picking up on. I'm also picking up on 59. Like right now, he probably can be like in his 80s and in the spiritual realm, from the physical to the spiritual realm. What if you could send your problems away today? So this divine masculine energy that I'm picking up on, y'all, this is beautiful. Wants you to release whatever it is that's holding you back to them. They're willing to take that and take it away to help you on your path. So you do have helpers, of course you know that, but this in particular helper is a father energy. It's a father figure energy that's around. Okay, and they're constantly sending you messages. They're constantly showing you things. They've always been here. Okay, I'm also picking up on a name could start with a T. Okay, you could have been a minor when this father passed. Okay, maybe 13, 14, 9, 10. I'm also picking up on 11 and 3. Okay, it's not gonna resonate for everybody, but this father figure energy is pretty strong, so I'm gonna go with it a little bit, okay, just to see what he's talking about, because he want to say something. It says inhale, exhale, tomorrow is another day. Inhale, exhale, tomorrow's another day. Yes, this father figure wants you to be free from the things that you've been through. What I'm hearing is he's extremely hurt behind what it is that you had to go through, and he blames himself for not being here. But he knows that blaming himself is not going to help you. So he had to rise to the occasion and choose you and choose himself in the spiritual realm. So he had a lot of things. So he could have been gone for some time now, maybe 2 decades, maybe a decade. But this father figure been gone for a minute because it had to, the energy had to redefine itself. It had to re-cleanse itself. It had to go in and set higher expectations when coming back down to earth, because this spirit, this energy is coming back, or has come back, maybe through a child. It's still here though. This energy is still here. It could have potentially came back through a child. Maybe you have a grandchild or a child yourself. Maybe somebody. It's got to be in your bloodline though. So it's either you or your children with a child that this, or is going to have a child that this individual is going to come back through to get it right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing that it's only right to come back under you because you are a divine being, because you are a divine feminine, okay? So like I said, a lot of you guys are in your Lilith energy or need to get in your Lilith energy. Go look up Lilith, okay? Who is this father, Spirit? I'm hearing Malcolm. It's crazy because I heard that before when I was on here. I'm also hearing Stefan. Who is this father energy that I'm picking up on? I'm also hearing Crystal. Crystal. So somebody name a daughter name could be Crystal. Maybe a mother name could be Crystal. Okay. This individual was very clear too. Was very clear on where they stood or where they stand. So they were very well respected. Okay. Even with, no matter whatever they went through, whatever time they was on, they were respected where they were. Like they didn't play. That's the energy that I'm getting. Like he didn't play about you. He didn't play when it came to his family. You know what I'm saying? And you haven't came across nobody quite like that energy, that love. That's crazy, y'all. Look at what it says. It says, I dare to declare my love. I dare to declare my love. This divine, this father energy that I'm picking up on wants you to know that you are their heart. Like you are, and you have always been that. I feel like it was probably like an untimely passing. It was something that happened that was like, it was untimely and it was like out the blue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, what the fuck happened? Like, it happened so fast. Things, and after that happened with this divine masculine energy I'm picking up on, this father energy, let me just say father energy that I'm picking up on. As soon as that happened, it's like a number of things start happening in your life. You know what I'm saying? It was like, get him out the game, because that's a protector of hers. It's almost like you dealt with the people that you dealt with and people that have came in that was a buck, that was 100, always got snatched away from the entity that I be talking about, because they didn't want you to feel like you had no support. They didn't want you to feel like there was another way. You know what I'm saying? So this is why this masculine energy, and this masculine energy, this father energy that I'm picking up on, is not leaving until you're out safe. Until you're out safe. Until you get out safe. Safely. Because people still plotting. This motherfucker's still plotting. Okay? This motherfucker's, woo! This motherfucker's still plotting. That's the vow that they made coming here to keep you in a box, to regenerate them, because they are lifeless. Okay? Do I need to say that shit again? You regenerate them, okay? You have an anointance within you that regenerates souls. So if you are one that when you step in a room, the energy shift, if you one that, you know what I'm saying, you could talk to somebody and you could bring their spirits up, you know what I'm saying? Like people walk up to you and talk to you and, you know, tell you things that's deeply, you know, embedded in them that they are not able to talk to nobody about. And you like, whoa, you sharing this with me, but you are okay with that because you are a giver, you know what I'm saying? And you're able to hold space for others, you know what I'm saying? And that's not something that this world wants. They don't want us to hold space for each other. They don't want us to be there for each other. They don't want us to be, you know, reliable when it in that way for one another. right? And that's why these families is set up the way they set up, and they was constructed and set up by that entity, by an energy. Okay, that's what created all this system. They all work together, y'all. So let me keep going. I feel like I've been on here for heck long. Hold on. Let's see. What other messages do you have about this father figure? Okay, this father figure is saying for you to preservation, collection, and what is this? Meanness. So saving. Okay, saying that your next, like right now, saving is significant, saving money. You know what I'm saying? Like getting rid of things that you don't need, but pulling your change together. Some of you guys might need to take a financial class. You know what I'm saying? On money. Maybe some of you guys aren't good with money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe financial literacy is big on our community. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad, because I struggle too. Motherfuckers didn't come teach me how to save or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And because I didn't have what I need, it's like, okay, when I do get some money, let me hurry up and go get it. A lot of us think like that, but see, we are moving to a place where money ain't even valuable. So we don't even have to think like that. Even though we need it, it's not valuable. What's valuable is your soul, your energy, and when you write, then you can make things right in your life, right? So, and when you write, the family write. Whatever that family is that's connected to you, whoever that is that you deal with, don't necessarily have to be blood. These can be people along the way that you've grown close to, that came into your life, right? Because a lot of you guys won't have blood around you guys moving forward, and they're furious about it. They're upset that you won't let them in. A lot of you guys won't have blood relatives. Maybe one, maybe two, and I'm not like I'm being too nice with that. Maybe two motherfuckers that come with you on your path. So a lot of you guys have dreams, aspirations, and things that you need to do or that you're supposed to be doing. But I feel like with this Page of Wands and this Eight of Wands and this Pentacle, this Queen of Pentacle, that you are getting to the bag, okay? And I always say the bag is not the bag that everybody else is talking about. The bag, it's the bag. Okay? You the bag. You getting in there. You know what I'm saying? You looking at what you got. You looking to see, okay, well, this need to go. No, I don't like the way, you know what, me thinking like that only had me making this decision. Me having that mindset only had me making this one decision, and that's why I keep running into this fucking brick wall. So I'm dismissing that. That shit don't work for me. So that is that advice that you can't even get advice from certain motherfuckers no more. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to take you back to that dead end. They want to take you back to them to that way of thinking that's making you like you hitting like you fucking crazy, right? So and you're not. So I just see, like I said, contracts. And these contracts are spiritual contracts, y'all. These are spiritual contracts. These are not contracts in the physical that I'm picking up on. These are spiritual contracts that you are breaking, amending, that you are going over the fine line. You are going over the fine print of every motherfucker that ever came in your life. Okay? And you are looking in and out of that energy field. Like, okay, I see. Damn, whoa, this motherfucker never gave a fuck about me. This motherfucker's really never fuck with me like that. Like, I never had a chance in this family. I never had a chance. And if I continue to stay here, I'm going to be just right here where I am with these same racing thoughts, with these same ass characters, you know what I'm saying, and this same ass belief system, this system, systematic with these manic ass motherfuckers. And so now you know, you like, nah, man, this shit ain't right. So you are, I'm hearing you are rising. You're rising, okay? Not to the occasion, you're rising to your higher self. You're rising to the peak of your life. This is like the peak of your life. I don't give a fuck if you ain't got nothing. That's the whole point. The foundation have to be completely pulled apart, because now this father figure is going to make sure you stay with it. This father figure, this father energy that I'm picking up on is going to be sure. If you listen, because you know it. Whoever this resonate with, like, you aware of, you've experienced this energy or you've felt this. Like I said, it's a masculine energy, okay? It could even be a past life. Masculine energy that's been in your energy and watching over you. A lot of divine masculine energy, very strong strength, okay? So some of you guys are warriors, you know what I'm saying, in the spiritual realm. A lot of you guys do things and astral project and be out there really fighting the battle. When you go to sleep, nigga might wake up with some bruises on them. You know what I'm saying? They might wake up feeling like you didn't twisted your neck or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't woke up with bruises on my arm and all kind of shit before. So, you know, I get down in the ethers though. I don't be fucking around, y'all. I'm telling you, you might see me one time. You might see me. I had seen myself in the ethereal and in the ethers, and I look the same. But mind you, that's my mind. But I look the same. Like I was like I seen myself and I was, but that's how your mind. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. There is a shift that's going on, and this is what we will call the shift. So everything that I've spoken about from the beginning to the end is a shift. Everything is shifting, right? And you are the shifter. You're the one that's shifting with this. So you're procreating with the universe. You're procreating with the right energies, and you're dissolving certain energies from out of your life. You're plucking certain thoughts or not yet thoughts and things that were planted within your structure. You're plucking all of those things out. That take time. Be patient with yourself. Okay, the moth card came out, and let's read the moth. What deck is that? Oh, the moth card came out. So let me read this to you, and I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. Where the fuck is my book at? Oh, here we go. No one is right here. It ain't nowhere else, because ain't nobody gonna touch my stuff. So I don't know why. Where the fuck my book at? Just extra. Just being extra. Okay, so we got the moth that came out. Okay, so let's see what energy embodies the moth and how this moth energy relates to whatever it is that you have going on in your life. You guys can be seeing butterflies. Okay, so a lot of you guys can be, some of you guys can be air signs, okay, because this is what this moth is, air. Also, like the air energy is giving me like manufacture type energy, that air energy, manufacture. So building you building is you building is what you're being prepared for you to start building. But first, things have to be cleaned and within and purified and things like that. And that's just you coming into awareness with everything, and seeing everything, the whole motherfucking story. It's like you can't cut no corners. Okay, you going back to childhood shit that you have to go in and get right. You got to go back and get that little girl. You got to go back and get that little boy. You can't leave them behind and think that you're going to be able to step into the divine source. You can't leave her behind, especially if she was never protected, especially if she went through trials, trauma, and abuse as a child. Oh, you got to go back and get her. I had to go back and get her, y'all. I had to go deep. You coming with me, and you still have to check in with her. You got to check in with her. This is a part of the healing. This is a part of getting it right. Like, who is no kids left behind? Not even you. You can't do that. Because when you leave her behind, when you leave him behind, you're leaving a part of you behind. Okay, so I want you guys to take that into consideration. I'm going to let y'all get up out of here. Okay, we got the moth. Okay, it says impulsive, hasty, wishful. Okay, the moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter what illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of the great journey. Practicing seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. It says when in balance. So when you're in balance, so when you're balanced, I mean, what's it say in what the fuck? Whimsical, whatever that means. Whimsical, seem like, maybe you're free. That's what that sounds like to me. But this other word, enthusiastic. Oh, enthusiastic, y'all. My man. Enthusiastic. So you're enthusiastic when you're when you're balanced. You know what I'm saying? When you right with yourself. And sometimes we get off the bridge, and sometimes we don't. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta put that on. So it says, when out of balance, you idolize things or others, and jittery. You're jittery. Okay. So if that resonates, then the moth energy, you know what that moth energy is, and you've experienced it, and you might experience it again and again. But at least you can go and say, okay, I watched Ashley's Tribe to Wealth, and that moth energy, okay, let me see where it go. Let me see where, you know what I'm saying, what I'm going to do with it. How am I going to interact with it? How am I going to make sure that I stay balanced within that energy? And to bring into balance, oh, y'all, look what this say. It say to bring into balance, to finish projects. So who's not finishing projects? I know there's a lot of projects I got that ain't finished, right? And so mind you, when you finish the projects that you have, right, that especially things that are desirable to the heart, things that make you feel good, this is your life purpose. If you don't do it, you're lying to the little girl inside, because she's the one who has the enthusiasm to go for it. She's the one who has the ability to have that spark where she doesn't see anything wrong with what she does. She's not judging her work. She's not, over analyzing the work that she's doing, he's doing, right? And so it takes away from the confidence when you don't, allow yourself to be in that energy of completing tasks that's come from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Because it's for something. You might not know what it's gonna go for. You don't know what it's gonna go to. But I promise you, when wherever it plug into, wherever it's supposed to plug into, I guarantee you when it hit, it's gonna hit different. It's gonna hit different. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of motherfuckers. It's going to have a lot to say, but it's going to hit who it's supposed to hit. And it's going to touch who it's supposed to touch. It's going to wake up who it's supposed to wake up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to open the eyes of who it's supposed to open the eyes to. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all, and I'm going to keep saying this, we are in a spiritual war for souls. They're fighting over souls, y'all. How many souls they can get. And the ones that's fighting for the souls to not be free, the ones that's fighting for the souls not to be free, is because they want you to stay here, conditioned and under their control, and they want you to feel like you got to have control. And all of that is them, all of those emotions and feelings. And so this is why we have to disconnect. And I remember I used to say disconnect from the matrix. It's not even the matrix you got to disconnect from. You got to disconnect from all of these belief systems, all of this other shit. If a motherfucker ain't never told you the truth about who you are to them, or showed you that they knew who you are, then 9 times out of 10, it's a karmic relationship, or it's a karmic situation. It's a situation that does not feed the soul. It's not for you. Though it was for you in a way to show you what things look like from that person's perspective, and what they thought about you, and how people will think about you or perceive you. But it's all, putting things in context, y'all. All right? In context. I'm going to come back on here, y'all. I am. Because I've been on here for a minute, and I don't want to stay for too much longer. But I want to send all of you guys' energy back to you guys, and purifying it, cleansing it. And I also would like to receive my energy back, purifying it and cleansing it. You know what I'm saying? And also close all the portals and the doors that's been open since I've been pulling on energy and things of that nature. Just know that when you come over here, you are on a divine line with the source, okay? With source, okay? So it's secure, okay? It's safe. You good. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't play with these motherfuckers like that. I got the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? I got motherfuckers in hell talking about some, can we work with you? They ready to jump ship. They ain't getting treated good up over there. You know what I'm saying? They ready to jump ship, but you already chose a side. See, we don't choose sides over here. I always say, motherfuckers be like, oh, what do you believe in? Or, are you a Christian? Are you a Muslim? No. I stand alone. Shit, I ain't got no name. I was given a name at birth, but really, we ain't got no names. The soul, individually, I stand here. It's just me. But I have millions that rock with me, though. I got me. I won't have to have one physical body on this motherfucking earth that support me, but I know that I got thousands that help me on my journey. I feel it. I know. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know the shit that I know. And that's why I no longer put myself in positions to lose. Especially when if I'm gonna take a loss, it's not gonna be with motherfuckers that I didn't took losses with in the past. And I know better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we just being called to, spirit know that we came here to fuck up. In order to fuck up, you gotta fuck up in order to know that it's something wrong with that and that it needs to be fixed, or that if it can't be fixed, you gotta go through things in life. You have to experience life. My auntie used to always say experience is the best teacher. But I don't believe that no more. I feel like paying attention is the best teacher. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be both. Experience and paying attention. You know what I'm saying? It's the best teacher, because in life, y'all, the shit that they indoctrinated us with, it took away from us paying attention to shit. To the right shit. We focus on shit that's not even important, shit that's not meaningful, shit that's not gonna help us evolve spiritually. Shit that's not gonna get us to help us know what the fuck we really came here for. Like, what the fuck did I come here for? I had to come here for a reason. And all of that shit comes when you like, okay, you know what? Self-love. When you choose to take out the noise. I'm not listening to the noise. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to conversate about that no more. I don't want to talk about him no more. Don't ask me about him. Don't ask me about her. You know what I'm saying? Why are you trying to bring that energy up and around me? That let me know that a motherfucker's still on demon time. Because you trying to bring negative shit around me. But like, you know what I'm saying? And so, a lot of you guys are stubborn too. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing wrong with being stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Your stubbornness is what got you to where you are. Now, your stubbornness can also be holding you back from doing what it is that you need to do. So open up. You know what I'm saying? Open your heart, open your soul, open yourself up to new things. Like, you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should have to be here and be in survival mode all their fucking life. You can't even sleep peacefully. You know how many motherfuckers don't sleep peacefully? On this journey, at some point, I promise you, you're going to fall and you're going to sleep, and you're going to sleep for about 2 motherfucking months, because I did it. I literally slept for 2 months, y'all. It is what it is. In my mind, you know what was going through my mind? I was like, well, damn, I'm lazy? Do I not have no drive? I questioned myself, because that's what this world make you do. This world and the things and the people and the families and the shit that you go through, it makes you question who you are. You should never have to question who you are. You're supposed to know who the fuck you are. That's something that we're supposed to learn at birth, from birth, who the fuck you are. Like, why would somebody want to take that away from you? Anybody that ever wanted to take that from you can't be good for you. Anybody that told you who you were, and you know it to be different, and it was something to keep you in a box, it was to benefit them. As long as you were doing and being who they said you were, and you were benefiting their cause, it was good. Those relationships is long gone. Those people are going through shit, and you don't want no parts of it. You don't want no parts of nobody else's karma. You got enough shit that you're going to have to deal with on your own. You got shit that you didn't did. We all got shit that we got to pay for. Anything you do, nothing go unseen, nothing go unheard. People think they be getting away with shit, and they don't. Because sources in everything. Sources even in the motherfucking devil. Know what's going on. That's how we tapped in. So that's why they don't want us to know who we are. Because now I'm aware of what these motherfuckers is doing. I know the whole play. You know what I'm saying? So then they come in and they want to know about you. You watch those spirits too, y'all. They want to come in and ask questions. I talked to somebody the other day. I ain't gonna say who it was, but she was like, shit crazy, man. She was like, she said I had an auntie named, this is somebody that's related to me. She said, I got an auntie named, what the fuck she said that lady name was? I forgot. I ain't never heard of the lady before, but she's supposed to be an aunt, whatever. And then she was like, and she was able to, she had psychic abilities. And she was like, well, that's where I think you got yours from. Like, you trying to figure out and find out where I got my shit from. You know what I'm saying? You always constantly want to know things that, or want me to do your cards and shit. Like, I don't do anybody cards. If I feel some shit on you, I'm not doing your cards. Like, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not tapping into that energy. You know what I'm saying? So she said that, and I'm like, damn, you always trying to figure out. She know who I am, though, in the past life, because she told me. She told me that I had did something to her sister in the past life. I think I shared that with y'all before. But Yeah, y'all, this shit is deep. And I believe her. I'm like, if she was anything like you, I'm on 9 times out of 10, knock that bitch down. You know what I'm saying? Knocked her motherfucking ass down, took her out because she wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a warrior, so I probably did. And she remembered this shit. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you who it was my mom. She's constantly trying to find out. It's crazy. Like, lady, you know what I'm saying? I am her. You're her. You know what I'm saying? Like, just accept it. You know what I'm saying? Now that I accept it, it's like you trying to, if you always knew that this was something that was inside of us, why not teach from childhood how significant we are, how, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm not open with sharing shit like that with my mother, spiritual things, certain things, because we don't work with the same energies. We don't, because of the shit that you do. The fact that you're not able to take accountability or responsibility, the fact that you're still, you know, performing how you're performing and it's affecting others. See, that's when you know you stepped into a whole nother time zone, a whole nother, you know how they say timeline jumping and shit? You really do that. When your perspective change, you shift. Every time your perspective change, you shift. And that's when motherfuckers fall away. That's when relationships end. And it don't have to be nothing wrong, but I'm just telling y'all, that's what happened. When you shift your perspective, oh hell yeah. But those souls that constantly try to come in to see what you're doing or to spy and to see things like that, because they can't see. The more you know who you are, the stronger your auric field is. And mind you, your auric field go out about 19 feet from you, probably 19, 20 feet. It goes out pretty far. It's just like how the world is made. That's your auric field around you. And the more you stand in your power, stand on business, speak up for yourself, and get in that motherfucking closet with that shadow. You know what I'm saying? It comes. They can't. It's nothing that they can do to you. Not unless you let them in. You gotta open the door for them. Or they're able to trigger something. If they're able to trigger something, then they can come through. It's almost like they're showing me. I'm gonna tell y'all what it looked like. What they showing me? They showing me, like, you know how the sperm go to the egg when the girl get pregnant, and the sperm got to go to that egg, and they got to whichever one break through first. That's how it sprouts. That's what they're showing me when it comes to your auric field. But what that is if they're able to trigger you, then they got through and they were able to plant something within. You see? And that's the trigger that could take you back. A lot of motherfuckers get triggered, especially addicts. We get triggered. Now we thinking about this shit. That's what they want. They want to keep you in your mind. As long as I can keep a motherfucker in their mind and they don't never see that it's a sun outside and that it's trees outside and this and this. If I can keep them in their mind, then I got control over them. So this is what the system itself does. They created these motherfuckers that's in the system, that's around us, our parents, our sisters, our brothers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't want to be free. You gotta want that shit. You can't talk about shit like this with your family. You sit up and talk about the shit like this, they're not gonna even, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna even be, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's why I'm here. Let me let y'all go. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth. I want to say thank you to all of my day ones. And if you are a new subscriber, I love you and thank you. I only love those that love me, okay? And if you don't love me, then I don't know what to tell you about. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to, but you have to respect me. You have to respect me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay? Thank you, you guys. I love you guys. Talk to y'all later.